What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news update video, and we will talk about Andre once again because Fabrizio Romano exclusively spoke about the major developments that could occur in this transfer saga and also what kind of hint Andre dropped after winning the Copa Libertadores final, because the midfielder was of course the part of the Fluminense team who made history and won their first Copa Libertadores, and after the final whistle there was an emotional exchange which was recognized by Fabrizio Romano as well between the coach Fernando Diniz, Andre Trindade, the midfielder, the 22-year-old absolutely brilliant defensive midfielder who is very likely to move in the January transfer window, because it was like a kind of a thank you and goodbye message. And Fabrizio Romano said in his daily briefing that Andre seemed to drop a hint over his future after winning the Copa Libertadores with Fluminense. He almost confirmed, that whole exchange almost confirmed that Andre is leaving in the January transfer window, and everything points to that direction because Liverpool already approached him in the summer and we made a few bids. I think we made 2 or 3 bids for Andre, and Fluminense asked Liverpool to respect Andre and their wishes to stay at the club until the end of the season, which is December, to help them win the Copa Libertadores. So I think as a thank you, Fluminense will probably make it easier for Liverpool to sign the player. And according to Fabrizio Romano, Andre is a player who is very much appreciated by Liverpool. You don't scout a player for 18 months by accident. As previously confirmed by Andre, Liverpool wanted to sign him in the summer, but then he and Fluminense decided together to reject the interest and wait a bit longer. And of course the major reason was to win the Copa Libertadores. So mission successful, mission accomplished. Congratulations to Fluminense and Andre on winning their first Copa Libertadores trophy. And by the way, if you enjoy these transfer news updates, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here. And also we will have a major update on Luis Diaz's father and some developments on that story. And I need your help to continue making these videos, because these videos only make around $5 per day. So please help me out and subscribe to my Patreon. Link is in the video description, where you get great benefits, additional content and additional career mode goodness for you guys. And also you can donate if you just fancy a one-time donation via the thanks button below the video. Thank you so much for your awesome support. So Andre remains on Liverpool's list, but from what I'm hearing, it's not only Liverpool but other top clubs from Europe as well. There are several others trying to understand the conditions of the deal, how much Fluminense would want. So at the moment it's evolving, and I think in the next 2 or 3 weeks the situation will be more clear. Liverpool are still interested, but let's see in the coming weeks what will be Fluminense's price. And let's see what kind of feeling will Andre have. And of course the big question whether Liverpool will offer more money, because we offered around 20-25 million pounds for Andre in the summer, but now his price is still lower than his release clause, but it's around 35 million euros, which is around 30 million pounds. And Fabrizio Romano expects Andre to go for at least 35 million euros, maybe even 40 million. 40 million is his release clause, but even 40 million euros is 35 million pounds. That doesn't seem excessive for a player who is as big a talent as Fabinho coming out of the Brazilian league. And if Liverpool could sign him straight from the Brazilian league, we could save so much money, because River Plate sold Enzo Fernandez for a similar amount to Benfica, and then later he cost 100 million pounds for Chelsea to sign him. And according to Fabrizio Romano, this month in November we could get a resolution to this transfer saga. I hope it doesn't drag on until the January transfer window, because we really need to sign Andre as soon as possible. I mean, to get this contract sorted is pretty much a formality, but to agree a transfer fee with Fluminense, we need to do that as soon as possible, because other players other clubs, other players in this transfer saga, other clubs will be sniffing around Andre, like Arsenal and Fulham, and of course other clubs in Europe. But I think the personal relationship between Andre and Liverpool's representatives is already there, and Liverpool have a very good relationship with Fluminense. We signed Marcelo Pitaloga and Alan Rodriguez from them, so Liverpool already have a connection to Fluminense. And Fluminense will accept the best offer that arrives for Andre in the January transfer window, but of course they will also respect Andre's wishes. If Andre says to them, I want to join Liverpool, then maybe Liverpool can offer a few million less than somebody like Arsenal. If Andre's clear preference is Liverpool, then that shouldn't be a problem, because Fluminense already has a very good relationship with Andre, and it's Andre's boyhood club. He came through the Fluminense Youth Academy, so hopefully he can grow and develop and become a really awesome player. And Andre spoke about Liverpool's offer. He said it really was an irrefutable proposal from Liverpool that plays in a big league. I think every player one day dreams of playing for such a big club in Europe, in a big league. But I decided to keep my word, because the last January window closed. When the last January window closed, Diniz, the Fluminense manager, arrived and told me that he wanted me here until the end of the year. We didn't know that a proposal of that amount would arrive, and I told him that regardless of what happened, I would be there until the end of the season. It ended up passing and arriving in the middle of the year. We were still in the round of 16 of the Copa Libertadores. It was a very difficult decision to make. I think if I had accepted this proposal, I don't know if I would have felt 100% comfortable. I wanted to keep my word to the manager, Diniz. He really values his word, his honesty, always speaks to do the right thing, and if you do the right things, the good things will always happen. And in January he told me that without a doubt, if I stayed, then my value would increase and even more clubs would be interested in my services, and that's exactly what happened. Now Liverpool really need to act fast and sign Andre as soon as possible. And recent reports are saying that this hostage situation where Luis Diaz's father was kidnapped hopefully will reach a conclusion in the next hours or the next days. The Colombian military gave an announcement saying, with this military maneuver, all the guarantees and conditions are being provided so that Luis Diaz's father can regain his freedom in the next few hours. From the first moment of his kidnapping, the ELN, which is a guerrilla group in Colombia that kidnapped Luis Diaz's father, and apparently they planned this, which is really frightening, really scary. They are solely responsible for the physical integrity of Mr. Luis Manuel. The mission of the Colombian military has always been to protect the life and freedom of Luis Diaz's father and all Colombians. But of course, until Luis Manuel Diaz, the father of Luis Diaz, is in the hands of authorities, anything could still happen. The ELN and this guerrilla group, the ELN, want guarantees of freedom of movement, and so they can do their business pretty much uninterrupted. But I think they got too much attention on themselves now, because I mean, kidnapping one of the most famous Colombian person's father, who is also now a world famous footballer's father, wasn't really a good move in my opinion. But of course they have ulterior motives, and I just hope and pray that Luis Diaz's father will be released safe and well, and he can be reunited with his family, who are going through a very tough time. So you will never walk alone, Luis. Stay strong, and I hope your father is found safe and well very soon. There was a lot of doom and gloom around the Liverpool fan base after we dropped points to Luton, and yes, in an ideal world Liverpool should beat Luton 10 times out of 10 times, but away against newly promoted sides is always tricky, and we haven't beaten a newly promoted team away from home since we have beaten Watford 5-0, I think, in 2021. So for 2 years we went to newly promoted sides and failed to win. So at least we didn't lose, we drew which was better than what we did at Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest, where we lost both games 1-0 last season, so at least that's a tiny improvement. And because Tottenham got absolutely humbled by Chelsea at home, there is now no unbeaten team in the Premier League, and Man City are only 3 points ahead of Liverpool, so Liverpool are still in the title race. We just have to hope that Man City will drop more points than they usually do, because if Man City get to 95 to 100 points, I don't see this Liverpool team with the brand new midfield straight away in their first season of this midfield and Liverpool 2.0 and midfielder and Liverpool rebuild. I don't see Liverpool getting to 95 to 100 points, but if we could get to 85 to 90 points, I think Man City will be around that. But if Man City again get 95 points, then I mean, congratulations to them. The cheating bastards win their 4th league title in a row, 4 Premier League titles. There is no club in history who wins the league title 4 times in a row in English football history. But Man City are, you know, one of the best teams in football history, because of financial doping and breaching financial fair play rules, but also because they made the right decisions on and off the pitch in terms of the football department, and they hired one of the best managers in the world, Pep Guardiola. So hopefully Man City will drop some points. They have some tough games coming up, and that's encouraging because they already lost 2 times this season, so hopefully they can lose even more games. And I really hope that Chelsea will stop Man City and beat them. And if Man City could drop points against Chelsea and then against Liverpool, then Liverpool could really take advantage. I think we need to get at least 4 points against City, if not all 6, if we want to win the title. You absolutely can't lose to Man City and not beat them at least once in this Premier League season, because they are just too good. They will not drop enough points in the other games, so Liverpool have to get the advantage. But against Man City, after the international break at the Etihad at lunchtime kickoff, will be a brutally difficult game, but hopefully it will be equally as difficult for Man City as well. So Liverpool, we play Brentford at home, we absolutely have to win that. And Chelsea will play Man City at Stamford Bridge, so hopefully Man City will drop points in that game. And Man City after that will play Tottenham, so hopefully Tottenham can make City drop points as well. And Liverpool will play Fulham and then Sheffield United. Man City play Aston Villa away, which is also a very tough ground to go to. So I'm really hoping that Man City in these next 4 games will win none of them, or at least maybe 1 victory, and hopefully the other teams can get points off Man City. That's the only way that I see Liverpool maybe winning the title. But even if we come 2nd and 3rd, but be in the title race very close on the coattails of Manchester City, I think that would be a successful and really good season. That's what I want from this season. And by the way, what an absolutely mad, bonkers game. The Tottenham-Chelsea game was one of the most entertaining, most hilarious games of the all-time Premier League classic game. I mean, Tottenham got 2 red cards, so karma came back for them after they cheated their way to victory against Liverpool. Of course, it wasn't Tottenham's fault, it was the referee's fault, but still the way the Tottenham manager and the Tottenham players gloated and celebrated that victory against Liverpool, and how the manager said that everybody makes mistakes, the referees just made mistakes. I mean, those were a lot more than just simple mistakes that the referees made. I mean, there are so much controversy around the Newcastle-Arsenal game, and that goal decision was not as bad as the goal decision of disallowing Luis Diaz's perfectly good goal against Tottenham for Liverpool, and also the 2 red cards for Tottenham were both justified. And I just absolutely loved that Ange Postecoglou played a high line at the halfway line against Chelsea's insanely fast attackers with Eric Dyer in their defense. It was absolutely hilarious seeing him running back time and time again every 3 minutes towards his own goal, sprinting, trying to keep up with Raheem Sterling, Nicholas Jackson. And it was inevitable that Tottenham would lose with those kind of tactics, but they actually had some chances to get maybe a draw out of the game, but in the end Chelsea killed them off on the counter-attack. Nicholas Jackson got one of the easiest hat-tricks in Premier League history, and Chelsea are slowly finding their form under Mauricio Pochettino. They are still way behind the top 4, but at least now they are getting closer. I mean, they are now 9 points behind Arsenal, but you know, Chelsea beating Tottenham was absolutely massive for them, and Chelsea also play Man City, so the fact that Chelsea found form at the perfect time for the Man City game gives me hope that they will get points off Man City. And that's it for today's video. A brand new Liverpool Carry On episode is dropping later today, so check back on my channel. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later guys, goodbye.